Our next extract is Writing of Essays by H.G. Wells. Here, the author tries to explain us that writing of essay is a very simple task, as tedious task as just holding a pen in your hand and start writing it on a paramount sheet. But he explains three things that are of immense importance in writing an essay are the ink, the pen and the paper. You need to have these three things in hand. But everybody cannot be an essayist. This is what he explains in this extract in a humorous way. Well, explaining and talking in a humorous way, he actually explains certain serious things involved in writing an essay. He also gives us certain tips on writing an essay. Well, let's understand this with the help of the summary and the points. A simple art. H.G. Wells tries to explain us that writing an essay is always a simple art. It should be based on spontaneity and the thought process and the creativity of an essayist. Here he explains everybody cannot be an essayist because of a misconception followed that writing an essay is a very tedious and a very complicated task. Whereas we need to understand that writing an essay is a very simple and more mature version of writing something. Typewriter and the essayist. The author tries to explain a coherent vision of a typewriter and the essayist. Here he explains he does not suggest to type out the essay on just a piece of paper. He says that the sound of typing involves and gives you an illusion and breaks your thought process. Here he explains, he also tells us that a typewriter can become an essayist but just by listening to your thoughts and just typing it out into words. But as an essayist, we need to understand the paramount importance of a single pen involved in writing an essay, and it should always be done with the help of a pen. He is trying to explain us that there are various kinds of pens involved, and a very good pen is the only reason we have good essayists in the world. He understands the usage of quill and moving to the era of writing essays from a quill to pens, to fountain pens and to just plastic body pens. He clearly dismounts and disagrees in usage of the plastic body pens. Next, paper to be used. He understands, H.G. Wells actually tries to explain us the usage of paper. The paper should be lucid and creamy and it should be white and very clear enough for an essayist to not get distracted and initially focus on his streamlined illusions and thoughts in writing an essay. Type of ink involved. You should always follow a very crisp and black ink. It gives polish to your writings. This is what H.G. Wells has to say in this extract. Well, red ink cannot be used for publication uses, and the purple ink is just a mere misconception of inks. Mood of the essay. He tries to explain it should not be forced writings, or essays should not be forced to write. It should be the mood, spontaneity and the pleasure of writing should be involved in an essayist's mind. It should have room for creation and a lot of ambiguity is involved in it. This is all for the day. All the best for your exams and have a nice day.